guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm going to tell you a wee olive mayfly pattern, just in a bit of a wolf style if you like. Now the hook and the vise is a Amazon B170 in size 10. You can tie these down to a size 12. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is uni thread 80 in black. So we're just going to come in, and I've waxed about the first 12 inches of the thread here. I'm just going to run on about 4 or 5 mil of thread, and then bring my thread back up just within a head length of the eye. The wing is going to be grey squirrel tail that's been dyed olive. So I'm just going to nice pinch of the squirrel tail off. And you can have the wing as long or short as you like. It's entirely up to you. Some people like them dumpy, short, and other people like them long. I just usually go for about a length and a half of the hook. Now, just going to get a wee bit of wax on my thread here, just to stop the squirrel from wanting to rotate around the hook. So a couple of pinching loops, and tighten up. Nice tight turns of thread. Now at this point, just going to get another wee lick of wax on the thread, and I'm going to split the wing. Now you're not looking perfection here, in my view. You're just looking the general representation of a split wing. And they're going to be tied up right anyway, so I'm just going to come around with a couple of turns, and then a couple of turns over my side, and then a figure of 8. We'll just end up at the back here. Now that's the wing split. Hopefully you can see that there. Now I'm just going to take another couple of turns of the thread, and then I'm going to come in and just take away the excess and a bit of a tapered cut. Back to your wax, and we'll work our thread back down, preferably turns in front of the other Scotty. Just bring our thread down to the back, just sort of way until we're in line with the barb of the hook. Now at this point, just going to come back into the grey squirrel tail dyed olive. We're just looking a wee pinch for the tail at the back. Now I could sit and tie these all day, these wee dry fly mayfly patterns. They're great fun to tie. Now, I'm happy enough of that, so I'm just going to come in and lift the excess, take that away in a bit of a tapered cut. There's a couple there that I've missed, so we'll get those. Another wee lick of wax. I'm going to run my thread up over the cut ends of the squirrel, just tying everything in, and then on the way back down I'm going to catch in the rib. This is a Glow Bright floss number 12. Just going to work that back to the tail. The body is just going to be a dark olive, traditional Irish stubbing. Use a dark olive seals fur. Stub this on. Then we'll just work this up the body. I don't want it to be too tight. I want it to be nice and scruffy. Just get another wee bit at the top. Sometimes with these wee flies, you know, the rougher the better. Right. Happy enough of that, so I'm just going to come in, just hold back any excess, bring my thread in front, and then I'm going to bring up my rib and I'm looking 4 or 5 turns of the Glow Bright floss number 12 up the body. Follow this around with my thread, a couple of tight turns to secure, come in and trim away the excess. Just going to go back to my wax. Use plenty of wax on dry fly, so I do. Now I'm just going to lift the wing, bring my thread to the eye, tight up against the wing. There's got a wee bit of moisture on your fingers just to control the squirrel. Bring the thread to the back. First hackle on is going to be a Grizzle hackle. So just clearing away the rubbish at the bottom. Just offering this up to the hook. A couple of tight turns. Next hackle is going to be another Grizzle. Only this time it's going to be a dyed olive. Just offering this up to the hook. Couple of tight turns to just catching the hackle at the front. Getting our wee lick of wax onto the thread. Just lift your wing up, catching the stems at the front. It's just a belt and braces just to make the fly strong. You want it to last more than one fish, and trim away the stem. Then we're going to come around with our olive Grizzle hackle first. I'm going to take about 4 turns at the back of the wing. Just slipped on me, so I'm just going to come back in. About 4 turns at the back of the wing. Then just going to lift the wing and just do 3 or 4 turns at the front. Now you don't have to, you can just do it with one hackle instead of using the 2. Just to there. I'm going to follow that around with my thread. A couple of tight turns now. Just leave everything as it is at the minute. Then I want to wind in, just wind through. We got 3 turns behind the wing, and then a couple of turns in the front to there. Right, just follow that around with your thread, internal hole, come in and sweep everything back, and then we're just going to tie in the hackles. I'm going to tie them off, just tie up over the top. That'll just create your head at the same time, just covering any hackle fibres that are showing through there, guys. Right, forget about everything else. Just come in with your whip finishing tool, whip everything back, and throw in a whip finish. Pull your thread tight, come in, trim away your tan thread. You can break off the hackles. Anything that wants to go forward, just bring it, wants to go back, sorry, just bring it forward. Then we can split the wing. So there you go, that's just a wee olive mayfly pattern. You can see our guys, good wee fly to have in your box, you know. And we'll just put on a wee dab of varnish at the head, just to seal up those thread turns. But look, you fish the mayfly, be a good wee fly to have in your box. Many different colour combinations of these wee patterns, and like I say, honestly, I'd sit and tie those all day. But there you go, so you fish the mayfly, tie a couple of those up, hopefully, then catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really do appreciate it, thank you. If you like the wee videos that I'm putting together, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps the wee channel out and it helps it grow. And until next time folks, please stay safe and tie lines.